Imagine being told that by signing your name to a single piece of paper, you were for all intents and purposes signing your own death warrant. Your house could be burned, your family hunted, and you would be publicly hung for treason if the cause you were fighting for failed. Now imagine believing in a cause so much that you pick up the pen anyway. That is exactly what the Founding Fathers did. Today they are often judged by their flaws. And yes, they were imperfect men. Some owned slaves. Some made choices that we now realize are unjust. But if history only remembered perfect people, it would only remember one man. What matters is this: the Founding Fathers risked everything so that generations they would not meet could live in freedom. In the early 1700s, overthrowing a king was not just bold, it was unthinkable. Power belonged to crowns, not to people. Most individuals had no voice in their government. But a small group of men began asking a dangerous question: why should people rule without the consent of the governed? As Thomas Jefferson wrote in the Declaration of Independence, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Those words were revolutionary. They challenged the way the entire world worked. And signing that document was not a moment of celebration. It was a step into the complete unknown. John Hancock, the first man to sign it, did not sign his name carefully. He signed it large and bold, and he said that he hoped King George could read it without his spectacles on. And even though this story is probably largely made up, it demonstrates perfectly the defiance these men were showing against a greater power. After the war, they did something even more remarkable. Instead of creating yet another king, they willingly gave up power by building a system of government that included 3 branches that were each able to limit each other. They wrote a constitution that began with the words, "We the people, not we the rulers." And then they added the Bill of Rights, protecting freedom of speech, religion, and assembly, freedoms that many in the world still do not have to this day. Yes, they failed in many ways. Slavery existed. Women were excluded. These shouldn't be ignored. But the ideas they wrote became the tools future generations used to fix these injustices. Abraham Lincoln relied on them to end slavery. Martin Luther King Jr. used them to demand civil rights. The Founding Fathers were not the finish line. They were the starting point. George Washington once said, "Human happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected." They did not fully live up to this truth, but none of us do. They created a country they could grow, change, and correct themselves. A rare and powerful future. A rare and powerful gift to the future. So today, we do not honor them because they were perfect. We honor them because despite their imperfections, they built the greatest country that this world has ever known and secured freedom for millions of people. And for that reason, despite their imperfections, the Founding Fathers deserve our respect and deserve to be remembered.